Yo, what up, mates? Mark Ellert here. Thanks for tuning in with me today. Because today we're going to be celebrating. We're celebrating the fact that I'm having some x-rays and some CAT scans done. I know it's not something normally people want to celebrate, going to the doctor and getting some x-rays, but these x-rays took me about 8 months to get. And this is a need of mine. This is something I wanted for my peace of mind and happiness. And that's the point of this story, everybody. The healthcare system is designed is supposed to help you with your healthcare needs. It's not supposed to make things so difficult. So I'm sharing this with you so you can learn how to advocate for yourself and make sure your healthcare needs are met. So some of you may know I'm someone with a traumatic brain injury. I have some history. September 12th, 2004, age 19, I attempted suicide by putting a gun to my head. After that, I was actually unconscious in a park for the remainder of the night, and I wasn't found until the next day. So that being said, I clearly have post-traumatic stress disorder. It took me a lot to put my life back together. I remember things that I don't want to from that night, especially because it was a traumatic brain injury. I have brain damage. I carry post-traumatic stress with it, as well as the fact that my right orbital socket, my right eye socket was completely shattered and had to be rebuilt. My left cheek was also completely shattered and rebuilt. My left jaw, a total rebuild. It was completely shattered. My right jaw was rewired back together. So there was an extensive amount of reconstructive surgery done, which is also, it's occasionally something I will feel that's a little unpleasant. That brings back some memories, some post-traumatic stress, something I carry with me. Now, however, the last year I've been experiencing some pain that's been pretty startling. It's much different than normal. It just doesn't feel like the rebuild. It feels like something's been going on, especially in my left jaw. Basically, lately, the last year, when I'm yawning, when I'm laughing, having myself a good time, I can feel when I'm laughing, my jaw, I can feel it click and pop. I can also feel it migrate and move and grind with things. I'll also occasionally feel it grinding against my left cheek, and I'll feel my left cheekbone pop down and then pop back up. I'm clearly feeling some migration and some things moving in my reconstructive surgery. That's not pleasant. I mean, already altogether, the reconstructive surgery gives me post-traumatic stress. It's something I carry that makes me uneasy through the day, but I've learned to deal with. But the way that it's acting, it's honestly scaring the crap out of me. Because it's not only when I'm laughing and yawning, when I'm chewing my food, when I'm trying to eat, there's a lot of discomfort. When I'm actually brushing my teeth, when I'm attempting to brush my teeth, I'm constantly feeling my jaw popping. Even on the right side, I'm feeling it popping. It gives me a lot of post-traumatic stress. I'm feeling things grinding and popping that shouldn't. The fact that half my skull is like a complete rebuild is very unpleasant. It gives me a lot of pain, a lot of post-traumatic stress, especially at night when I try to sleep now. I'm one of those people where I sleep on my side. I roll over and I sleep on my side. I can't do that anymore. If I literally sleep on my left side and I even try to move my jaw at any point, it's excruciatingly painful. I will completely jump up out of bed. And if I happen to fall asleep on my left or right side, the next day for the following day, my whole jaw will just be freaking killing me. It feels just like it did right after my brain injury, and it's very unpleasant. It's very difficult to actually just carry it through the day. I really feel like something is going on here. It's really bothering me, especially the fact, too, that I like to sleep on my sides, but now that I can't sleep on my side, I'm supposed to sleep on my back. But the thing is, I'm not supposed to sleep on my back either. I'm someone with occipital neuralgia. Occipital neuralgia is a chronic nerve pain condition, which actually runs through my back, where if I sleep for too long on my back, I will literally wake up having convulsions. So Mark's not getting very good sleep. It's not very friendly. Can't find a comfortable position to sleep in. I'm in chronic pain all day. It's killing me, even just remotely through the day. Something's going on. Mark's getting upset. No, Mark's actually getting kind of scared. I've been losing sleep. It's been really bringing up my post-traumatic stress disorder and helping me remember things I don't want to. It's very uneasy to feel my reconstructive surgery popping and moving. I'm feeling things I really don't want to. It's startling. Because even hell, not even just when I'm sleeping, when I'm literally just applying pressure to the left side of my face, it's very, very unpleasant. I made an appointment with my doctor. And tried to explain all this. My PCP, my primary care physician. I explained what's going on and said, I need to see a brain specialist or someone to figure this out because I'm worried something's going on with my reconstructive surgery. My doctor simply said, no, Mark, it sounds like TMJ. You should see an oral surgeon. Now, TMJ is transmandible jaw. It's a relatively common issue with people in the jaw where basically the mandible bone is too flexible. It's kind of not necessarily coming loose from the skull, but where it's attached to the skull, there's just too much flexibility, and it gives people a lot of chronic pain. There's surgery and procedures done to help this. My doctor said it sounds like TMJ. I'm like, yeah, it sounds like TMJ, but can you please take into account I'm someone with a traumatic brain injury. I'm not your average normal person. I mean, yeah, if some, just Joe walked in, hey, my jaw hurts. It sounds like TMJ. Okay. It just doesn't sound like TMJ because I'm someone, please keep in mind that my entire jaw was completely shattered and rebuilt. I might be having symptoms that might be related to my brain injury, the fact that my whole jaw was shattered and rebuilt. So don't just say it might be TMJ. Let's get you to an oral surgeon. I really tried to be very specific that it sounds like it's more related to my brain injury. What I'm feeling feels more like reconstructive surgery is not acting right. I would like to have some peace of mind, and I would like to actually clarify that. The doctor said, no, it sounds more like TMJ. I'm going to send you to an oral surgeon. If they say no, then we'll get you to someone else. I'm like, crap. They refer me to an oral surgeon. I called the oral surgeon to try to set up an appointment. The oral surgeon does not accept my health insurance and will not take me as a patient. I called my doctor back and tried to say this. The doctor said, Mark, I referred you to the oral surgeon. It's not my fault they don't accept your insurance. That doctor's in network. It's in network with me. I can refer you to them. If you want to find a doctor that accepts your insurance, you find the doctor that accepts your insurance. I'll give you the referral. Wow. I called my health insurance and I found out every oral surgeon in network in the area that accepts my insurance. Every single one that I called, not one of them does TMJ procedures or surgery. So I'm physically helpless. My hands are tied. None of them can help me. So again, I reached out to my doctor and I'm saying, I can't find an oral surgeon. I really think this is more brain related from my brain injury. I please need to see someone. They said, okay, you should probably see a neurosurgeon. I said, can you give me a referral? They said, you find the doctor. I'm like, wow. I called my health insurance and asked for every neurosurgeon in network in the area. I found one. It took me a couple weeks communicating with them to get an appointment. I talked to 10 different people at their office. Everybody's who's calling me back is a different person who's asking for the same information all over again. So I'm just getting exhausted. I'm talking to their office, trying to get an appointment. It takes like 6 weeks. I finally get through to them where I can actually have an in-person visit with the doctor to try to get some answers. I call my doctor to try to get a referral to see this neurosurgeon. My doctor replies, Mark, that doctor actually accepts your health insurance, but they're not in network with our hospital. I can't give you a referral to that neurosurgeon. Wow. The doctor told me to find the doctor and ask for a referral. And now that I'm finding the doctor, they won't give me the referral because it's not in network. After all of this, the doctor literally said, Mark, why didn't you ask for this doctor? They're in network and you've seen them before. They're your neurosurgeon. Wow. After all of this time of all these weeks of asking my doctor to see a neurosurgeon, they kept sending me to an oral surgeon. And then when I actually blatantly again asked for a neurosurgeon, they told me to find a doctor. After I found a doctor and it took weeks of communicating with them, the doctor told me I had one in network and gave me the referral. So the doctor gave me the referral for my neurosurgeon. I made some appointments with them. They made a consultation appointment and an imaging appointment. In the consultation, they told me, Mark, we're sorry, we screwed up. Your imaging appointment was supposed to be scheduled first. We scheduled the consultation first on accident. So right now you're here in the office telling us what's going on. We already know all of this over the phone from you. We're just going to schedule imaging and schedule another consultation. In this appointment, in my first consultation with my neurosurgeon, I made it very, very clear what my issue was. I said, I'm someone with a traumatic brain injury. I have loss of vision. I have chronic nerve pain conditions like carpal tunnel syndrome as well as occipital neuralgia. But right now I'm really experiencing something that's startling. My reconstructive surgery. I'm really feeling things in my reconstructive surgery that I shouldn't. That's unpleasant. And I really want to make sure my reconstructive surgery is not falling apart. I'm losing a lot of sleep. They said, okay, you know what? This is good information to know. With this, we're going to do some MRIs to get all the soft tissue to, just assess your brain and see where that's at for brain damage and things of that nature. We're going to do x-rays and CAT scans so we can tell if it's anything wrong with your reconstructive surgery or any bone structure. Because that way, if this isn't related to your brain injury, if nothing's wrong with your reconstructive surgery, this will show this in the imaging. And then that way also in the imaging, it'll show us if TMJ, it'll give us information. That way, if it's not reconstructive surgery, we can refer you to an oral surgeon who can do some TMJ, and we'll have imaging to verify this. I'm like, that's what's up. Shortly after this, the doctor scheduled the imaging. I went to the hospital. In the hospital, when I got there, I noticed they only put me in one machine. They put me in one machine and did imaging and said, goodbye, Mark. I said, there were supposed to be 3 images: MRI, X-ray, CAT scan. I don't know much. I mean, maybe it was a magic machine. Maybe it did all 3 imaging in one, and I just don't know. I've just been dealing with so much. I just wanted to let it be. I just said, okay, whatever. The hospital asked for my address. They said within 2 weeks they will be mailing the imaging to me, so I have it. They said just so I have a copy of it, I can hold on to it. I'll have that imaging. I'm like, that's what's up. Shortly after this, my neurosurgeon called me. My neurosurgeon said, Mark, we got to set up an appointment for the consultation so I can review that imaging. But I don't have access to that imaging through the hospital. You got to bring it to me. So the doctor asked me to go to a hospital to get imaging done where he can't even access the imaging. He literally made this blind man deliver the imaging to his office. I had to go to his office to deliver the imaging. So after I got the imaging to him, he set up another appointment. This appointment was 10:45 a.m. It was 10:45 a.m. and I had to take off of work again for this appointment. Again, they're rescheduling so much where I'm taking a lot of time off of work and I just want answers, and it's taken a while. I get to my appointment. I got there early at 10:30 just to do check-in and all that. The appointment was at 10:45, and by 11:45 the doctor still hadn't seen me. It's been over an hour. I'm getting irritated. Mark's getting upset. The dude sitting next to me is starting to get upset too. Me and him start talking. Ironically, he has an appointment at 10:45 with the same doctor. The dude sitting next to me an hour later in the waiting room. It's 11:45, almost noon, and the dude next to me is seeing the same doctor at 10:45, same time as I do, same doctor. Me and him are both, we're griping. We're grinding gears, and man, we're bitching about life. So it's a little after noon, and finally the doctor calls me in and sees me. And when he sees me, he says, Mark, looking at your MRI, yeah, I can see there's soft tissue damage from your brain injury, but this doesn't look like anything that's alarming. I said, well, I'm not worried about my soft tissue. I'm worried about my bone. I'm worried about my reconstructive surgery. I'm worried about hard tissue. What about the x-rays and the CAT scans? What x-rays and CAT scans? The doctor had absolutely no idea what I was talking about. They didn't do x-rays. They didn't do CAT scans. They only did MRIs, which just shows you soft tissue damage, which was completely pointless because I made it very, very clear this whole time it's all bone and reconstructive surgery. It's hard tissue that I'm concerned about. Explaining this to the doctor and all my symptoms, he basically said, Mark, it sounds like TMJ. Like, yes, it sounds like TMJ, but we don't know this. The reason for me seeing you was to get imaging to confirm or disconfirm what it could possibly be. I didn't come here to tell you what it could be and for you to send me somewhere else. I came here for you to tell me what it is and what it isn't. I wanted those x-rays and CAT scans to know if my reconstructive surgery is okay. The doctor referred me to an oral surgeon. He said, Mark, it sounds like TMJ. Again, they just wouldn't listen to me. They just wanted to tell me what it sounds like. They didn't want to tell me what it is and what it isn't. They just wanted to tell me what it sounds like and shove me off somewhere. The next day, I called the oral surgeon that my doctor referred me to. He doesn't accept my health insurance. Not only does he not accept my health insurance, even if he did, I would have to pay $600 up front just to see him. It would be $600 just for a consultation to pay him up front. And then even if my health insurance accepts that doctor, then I can actually send it or forward it to my health insurance and hopefully that they would pay it off, but I wouldn't even know. So again, they don't accept my health insurance and I don't have the money to pay for this out of pocket, $600 up front just for a consultation. Not only that, the doctor wouldn't see me because he says it's probably related to my brain injury. Again, that's everything, the reason why I saw the neurosurgeon in the first place. Every doctor I see says that they can't help me because they think it's related to my brain injury. Every doctor I see, they won't want to see me and they won't do imaging because they say it's related to my brain injury. If the neurosurgeon would have done the right imaging, then I could have been able to come to my oral surgeon and showing, look, I have imaging that shows that this is TMJ. Or I had imaging to show this is not TMJ, this is related to my brain injury, but I never got that imaging. Every doctor I see, they don't want to see me because that's what they'll do. They'll put up a wall and say, I don't think this is my specialty. It's your brain injury and I don't have imaging to prove it, but they refuse to do the imaging to prove or disprove it because they just want to say it's related to your brain injury and it's not my specialty. So everyone, again, I'm basically back at point one, back at step one where I I have nothing. None of the doctors want to help me. I've been referred to so many doctors, and all of them say it's related to my brain injury, but refuse to do imaging to confirm or disconfirm it, and they never want to see me. This being said, I decided, you know what? This doctor didn't provide the service to me that I asked for. I made it very, very clear. He scheduled unnecessary appointments, put them out of order, and they were unnecessary. I had to take time off of work and cost money to do this, and I didn't get the answers I wanted. And I'm back at square one where I have no information. And I'm someone with a history of suicide, a history of blindness and traumatic brain injury, as well as occipital neuralgia and carpal tunnel. I live by myself. I'm clearly a risk factor, and I think that my needs and my rights should be met. So you know what? This doctor didn't provide service to me. I called my health insurance. I called my health insurance and told them this doctor that I saw these 3 dates, he did not provide me service. I want to deny any claims from his office. I told my health insurance not to pay this doctor for not providing me the service that I asked for. I later wrote an email to American Center for Spine and Neurosurgery, where I've been going and seeing for a long extended period of time, where this doctor was from, and I explained all of this. I explained my concern, what my needs were, and what I stated and what they did. The following day, American Center for Neuro and Spine Surgery, American Center for Spine and Neurosurgery, they called me and they gave me x-rays and CAT scans. They set up x-rays and CAT scans today, August the 1st at 2:30 in the afternoon. I'm getting the x-rays and the CAT scans that I want done today to be able to confirm or disconfirm what this is. I can prove or disprove what it is. I can be able to have some peace of mind and comfort, not knowing this is actually related to my brain injury, knowing if my skull's falling apart and doctors just don't want to help me or not. It's helping me get the information I want to have that peace of mind. I can have imaging to bring to my doctor to show that this is what it is. Can you help me? And that's why everyone I'm making this video is because not only I'm getting the x-rays and the imaging done today, the doctor isn't making me deliver the x-rays to him. He's going to actually go to the hospital and get the x-rays himself, and he's going to review them, and he's going to make a phone call and actually talk to me through my portal. He's not even going to set up a consultation and make me come to the office again because I have so many times. They're doing the imaging today. They're going to acquire the imaging and not make the blind man deliver it. They're going to give me the information I want, everybody. That's why I want you to know, if I can do this, you can do the same thing, everyone. The healthcare system is designed to help us with our healthcare needs and give us information. I don't want the doctor to tell me what it could be and not tell me what it is or isn't and just send me out the door to see someone else, because in not knowing just what it could be, all that's going to do is just put hypotheses and ideas in my head. It's just going to make me more scared and have less answers and more, what is it? I don't know. All it's going to do is make the situation worse. Be assertive with your healthcare team, everyone. Be assertive and let them know they're there to service you and provide information. Make sure your healthcare needs are met. As someone with my conditions, it's not fair for me as a brain injury, traumatic brain injury, total blindness, carpal tunnel, occipital neuralgia, history of suicide, to just have doctors disregard that so much. I deserve to have this information, everyone. And that's why I wrote these letters, and that's why I did this, everyone. I deserve to have this peace of mind. I deserve to have my healthcare needs met. I don't want something to happen to me when I'm home by myself. So everyone, I'm going to have the imaging. I'm going to have the answers that I want today. I'm going to know if it's related to my brain injury so my neurosurgeon can help me and give me a treatment plan. If it's not, I'm going to have imaging to bring to an oral surgeon who can or can't be able to help me when I have my imaging. Everyone, be able to know your rights. Advocate for yourself, everyone. If I can do this, you can do this, everyone. Until next time, keep it sexy, making choices. I'll catch you on the flip side.